Second after 12 takes a minute to learn and a lifetime to remember. Okay, to memorize, because what you have to kind of get into your head is these symbols of what a closed dot means and what an open dot means. I'll show you what we mean. If you go to, keep the page marked and go back to, I think it's page 6, no, page 4. Go to page 4 for a minute, but keep your finger on page 7 because you're going to flip back and forth. What was the answer that you got for number 1? Exercises 1 through 5. What did you get for number 1 as your inequality? So all we're going to do is copy that down again. Come on, flip back. I got one hand up. You got to participate. Go back to page 4. What was the answer for number 1? Okay, Joe, read it off. Okay, all you're going to do now on page 13 is copy that down. N greater than 13. And I'm going to show you how to graph that on a number line. Okay, does everybody see what I did? All I did was, where did I get this from? Who can tell me? Where did I get n is greater than 13? Where did that come from? Page 4. And as you'll see, we're going to do the same thing with number 2. What? That's all there is. You're okay. You'll see, we don't have much to do in this at all. You look like you have a page is missing, but there's not. Okay, so what you do is you find 13 on your number line. And now, let me ask you this. Can the number equal 13? If it can't equal 13, it does not include 13. So at 13, you make a little tiny oval circle to indicate that it cannot include 13, but it includes everything, what, above or below 13? Greater than 13. So you make an arrow going to the where? Left or right? To the right. And you make an arrow just like that. Now notice, my line, or my arrow, is right. It's actually got to trace the line. So if you have to make it a little bit darker to see it, that's fine. Some kids like to put it above it. Don't do that. Because that's not the way you're supposed to do it. All right, let's do one more together. Okay, I'm just going to copy it down so you don't have to flip back and forth. But the answer for number 2 is y is less than or equal to 10. Again, I'm copying that down from page 4 in case you're wondering where that's coming from. Okay, now we look at the inequality. Can it include 10? So is that an open circle or a closed circle? That's closed. That means it can equal 10. And in this case, everything less than 10. So which way does my arrow go? To the left. You don't have to trace it all the way down to the end if you don't want to, but make it dark enough so you can see it. All right, number 3 is y was, you know what, time out for a minute, don't write it down yet. There's a mistake with this. The number lines, for some reason, got switched when it went into printing. I've got to fix it on my end. So all I'm going to do is, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this the answer for number 4, because it'll work out perfectly. And make this the answer for number 3. So for number 4, it was x is greater than or equal to 15. All right, now who wants to come up and actually graph that? You guys are having one of those days, huh? I know that's fun of. Half day, half brain? You right? Does it include 15? Doesn't matter, it's a good dot. We're good. All right, who wants to come up and do number 3? And I'll write it out for you. It's y is less than 24. Who wants to come up and do it? Crickets. Come on, Mia. Come on up.
Doesn't matter what color.
Whatever color you'd like. Alright, green is good. You right? Why not, Coop? And then does it include 24? It doesn't. So she's right. Open circle means not including 24. Okay? That's the easiest way to remember it is if it has a line underneath the inequality, fill the circle. Okay? Remember I said it takes a minute to learn, a lifetime to remember. Kids will forget which is which. They'll get it reversed. All right? So you got to come up with some kind of memorization device in your head that will work for you. The way I remembered it is if there's a line underneath the inequality, that line is used to color in the circle, if that helps you. Okay? All right, there's a couple more left, I think, or might be one more left on page 8, which I'm going to skip. I'll have you do it, but I want to show you the second part, which is this. With this now, it's putting it all together. It's solving using railroad tracks and then graphing it. Somebody suggested that a couple of years ago, but it doesn't always work. Does that work every time? Let's double check and see, but I think that could be a way. But you know what though, too, Jake, is a lot of kids are fine with which way the arrow goes. It's memorizing whether it's open circle or closed circle is the hard part. Okay, you're going to solve these like you do any other railroad track equation, except it's an inequality. What do I do to both sides? That. Minus 1.5. All right, Maddie, what cancels out? Yup. And what's remaining on the right side? All right, Maddie, open circle or closed circle? You got it this time. Find 4.5. That's greater than. There it is. Okay. Think you can manage? So let me tell you everything that's got to get done when the period's out. All right. I want you guys to do page 8 and 9. So listen. Page 9 is the check. If you don't have key privileges, I wanted to see page 9. Okay. All right. If you do have key privileges, it's hanging up. It's here. Then when that gets done, there's a practice ditto with two-step inequalities, which I think you can do. Write this down. Page 1, or part 1, part 2, part 3. Can you read that? I can't read that. And if that gets done, then tonight's homework is the exit ticket, which I don't know if you're going to be able to start it or finish it in class. Okay? I'll let you work in groups, but if there's any issues, I'm going to split you up, okay? That's got to be the deal. If you're not getting work done, you're going to work by yourself. All right, mix it up.